Good day, this is Janepher Otieno. Today I'll be talking about the Blossom series, and this is part 4 of the series. The title for it is Lifestyles That Derail Our Focus. You'll see my eyes going back and forth because I'm reading directly from my blog post. Here it goes. From time to time, it is necessary to gauge our progress, to improve ourselves, or to bring others closer along. In so doing, it's imperative to keep in mind that our circumstances, our personalities, and where we are on our life's journeys are unique to us. What works for one may not work for another. Comparing ourselves with others who appear to be doing better than us can either discourage us or push us to compete unnecessarily. Don't be mistaken, there is a place for competition. For example, in a hockey game, in a soccer game, there is need for competition because a team has to win. However, in general life, competition with others, where success is framed as victory over others, can create unhealthy consequences. There are two types of competition. The first one that I'll talk about is competition with oneself, and this is also known as growth. Here, you are better today than you were yesterday. So you incrementally stretch towards your optimal capacity, improving yourself through the stages of your life. To succeed, this requires honest self-assessment, standing in your truth, and resolving to grow, and then acting on that resolution with self-discipline and tenacity. The second type of competition, which is an unhealthy competition, is competition with others. It's also known as win-lose situation. This makes you a victor or a loser with each competition. Success is based on an external locus and may be dependent on how often you win and how many people you beat. In some cases, in some cultures, the ferocity with which you beat others also defines success. This sets up a very bad situation, necessitating a determination that is based primarily on defeating others and not necessarily on self-development. Over time, frequent losers can begin to doubt themselves and lose their self-esteem. This could begin to blur one's focus and shift them to a journey that is not theirs, because they want to look like they're succeeding, and so they will do things that they would not ordinarily do or they don't desire to do just because they have to win at all costs. For the most part, I personally prefer growth, competition with oneself, so long as it includes awareness and engagement with one's surrounding, a good social network, spiritual connection, and mindful self-care. More on this will be covered in the 7 pillars of health in my book, The Tri-Wisdom Effect, How to Achieve Success and True Happiness while caring for others. Let's look at healthy versus unhealthy competition. As iron sharpens iron, Proverbs 27:17, so do people sharpen one another. In healthy competition, people learn from and improve one another. However, if you find yourself bent on outdoing other people to fill an emotional need with resources you either don't have or cannot comfortably expend, you are headed south in your wallet, your relationship, your priorities, energy, emotions, and in many aspects of your life. The culture of living like the Joneses because everyone is doing it is all too common. It is the one thing that will surely derail you from your success if you plan to succeed in life, which I believe you do. It is not a good thing for you because you'll find yourself sometimes living another person's life just to be able to compete with them. If you dig yourself into a hole under a mountain of consumer debt, it will be hard for you to find your way back up to a level starting point, and even harder to climb the mountain of success thereafter. It's a fight against time, which is your most important commodity. Unhealthy competition is a weed that can outgrow and engulf you if you let it and if left unchecked. To pull out this weed, acknowledge your irrational desires, stand in your truth, assess and note that what is driving you may not be a healthy thing, so assess it so that you can address the issue at its roots. Left unchecked, our fixed mindsets, lingering negative emotions, impeding cultural beliefs, and unhealthy lifestyles can prevent us from achieving success and true happiness. There are ways to overcome each one of these, as will have been discussed in the series. Once you are successful in pulling out your weeds, symbolically burn them up and take steps to prevent them from finding permanent residence in your life again. Do not live in a revision of all the pain that you felt, as that takes up even more energy that could otherwise be used to drive your life forward. Yes, it's necessary to look through what has happened, your reaction to those things, and the effect that it has on you, either negative or positive. But you don't want to dwell on negative things. They drain your energy and they prevent you from having the energy to pull forward. The Bible discusses the idea of God having decided to forgive us before we even had the chance to sin. This speaks of proactive forgiveness. You may also remember times when you loved someone unconditionally, when you forgave that person before he or she had even committed the mistake that they ended up doing. That is proactive forgiveness. That's the attitude that will keep you emotionally weed-free when people wrong you. You are worth that. Thank you.